Miyamoto Musashi, a legendary Japanese swordsman, lived by a simple code: win at all costs. Undefeated in over 60 duels, his success stemmed not just from swordsmanship, but from an even more potent weapon: emotional control. Musashi understood that victory in any conflict, whether a duel to the death or a heated argument, hinges on the ability to remain calm under pressure. Musashi, a master strategist, documented his philosophies in this text is a timeless guide to strategy, not just in war, but in life. It emphasizes the importance of emotional control as the key to overcoming any adversary. He believed that the calmest person in the room holds a distinct advantage, a principle as relevant today as it was in feudal Japan. The reason for this is simple. Emotions cloud judgment. Anger, fear, and frustration lead to rash decisions, tactical errors, and ultimately defeat. Musashi recognized that to truly master the art of conflict, one must first master the self. This mastery begins with understanding and controlling our emotional responses. At the heart of Musashi's teachings lies the concept of detachment. This is not about becoming cold or unfeeling. It's about developing the ability to observe our emotions without being consumed by them. Imagine a stream flowing over rocks. The water represents our emotions and the rocks our true selves. When we allow emotions to dictate our actions, we become like the turbulent water, crashing against the rocks, our judgment clouded, our actions erratic. Detachment allows us to be like the stream's depths, flowing smoothly around obstacles. We acknowledge the emotions, but we don't let them divert our course. For example, imagine someone cutting you off in traffic. Anger flares. Instead of leaning on the horn, take a deep breath. This is detachment in action. You acknowledge the anger, but choose not to become enslaved by it. This detachment, this ability to create space between feeling and reaction, is what allows for clear thinking in the heat of the moment. It's the difference between making a measured decision and one fueled by fleeting emotion. In the words of Musashi himself, do not let your mind be influenced by circumstances. Musashi stressed the importance of anticipatory awareness. This involves keenly observing our surroundings, understanding human behavior, and anticipating potential conflicts before they arise. Like a chess player thinking several moves ahead, we can mentally prepare for different scenarios and avoid being caught off guard. This foresight allows us to approach situations with a sense of composure and control. In the modern world, anticipatory awareness might mean recognizing the signs of a stressful meeting and preparing calming techniques beforehand. It could be as simple as knowing a particular colleague tends to be argumentative and adjusting your communication style accordingly. By identifying potential triggers and predicting likely outcomes, we can preemptively navigate challenging situations. Musashi believed that knowledge is power. By understanding the patterns of human behavior, by recognizing the subtle cues of aggression, frustration, or deceit, we empower ourselves to respond, not react. This proactive approach, this ability to anticipate and prepare, is crucial for maintaining emotional equilibrium in the face of conflict. In the midst of conflict, our bodies instinctively react. Our heart races, our breath quickens, and stress hormones flood our system. Musashi understood that controlling our breath is key to controlling our emotional state. He emphasized the power of strategic breathing to regain composure and clarity. The practice is simple yet profound. When tension rises, consciously slow down your breathing. Inhale deeply through your nose, filling your lungs from the bottom up. Hold for a beat, then exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this several times. This deliberate breathing calms the nervous system, reduces stress hormones, and creates a sense of inner peace. Think of it as hitting the reset button on your emotional state. By regulating our breath, we directly influence our body's physiological response to stress. This allows us to maintain a sense of calm even when surrounded by chaos. This, in turn, empowers us to make rational decisions and act with clarity and precision. The final element of Musashi's framework is purposeful action. Once we've cultivated detachment, honed our awareness, and calmed our minds through breathing, we can act with intention. This means approaching the conflict with a clear objective in mind, rather than being driven by ego or the need to win at all costs. Musashi believed in choosing our battles wisely. Sometimes the most strategic move is to avoid confrontation altogether. Other times it requires standing our ground with unwavering resolve. The key is to act from a place of calm deliberation, guided by our values and goals, not by fleeting emotions. This doesn't mean suppressing our feelings, it means channeling them constructively. If anger arises, use it as fuel for focused action, not as a weapon that harms ourselves and others. Purposeful action is about taking control of the situation, dictating the terms of engagement and navigating the conflict with grace and efficacy.